Oh man, what have I done? Yeah, so I thought I had this project pretty well worked out. I wanted to build a infected factory. I thought it was gonna be pretty neat, something different, and I thought I had everything worked out. And for whatever reason, these chickens were not cooperating. They kept popping out of their little holding cell and just not doing what I intended them to do. So I went through and spent the last couple of days doing a redesign on the whole farm, the whole factory here, and yeah, I finally got it all worked out, and I came back and oh man, the lag on here is terrible. And so I was trying to figure out what happened. I had a pretty good idea what happened, but yeah, these guys definitely made things a lot worse. So yeah, we gotta get this cleaned up.
Running full system diagnostics. Machine status fully operational. System online. All stations are now enabled. Target dog resistance. Operation Overkill.
Hello, everybody. This is Feeks, and welcome back to the Limelight server. So, yeah, it's been a little bit since that last clip there with all the chickens and everything and the mayhem that I accidentally caused with our little factory over there. And like I showed, I did have a fix for it. I have everything working as far as redstone goes. My big dilemma is I have to completely tear down this shell. I had this whole thing designed, as you can see. Like, obviously it still needs some detailing, but I pretty much had the whole thing designed. Doesn't look too terrible. I had all the lobby redstone figured out and all that kind of stuff, and it is no good. It is no good. I have to, with the fix I had to do to get this this shop to work. Essentially, it's gonna have to be a little bit bigger. And if I'm being honest with you, I don't really want to mess with it right now. I don't really want to have to redesign the entire shop, or at least the exterior of it. So I will keep working on that. And today we're actually going to start a new project. It is October. It's the spooky season. So we want to get started on a spooky project, which I actually have a decent one in mind. So last season I didn't get a chance to really make any games. I had a couple, kind of thought out and kind of designed and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, I never actually got to build them. So we're gonna head over to the gaming district, kind of see what that looks like. I know there's a couple games already built, and we'll see if we can find a good spot, and then I'll go over kind of the concept that I have in mind, and yeah, we'll check it out. Oh yeah, this is definitely it. Alright, so there should be a bunch of games here already, and that's what it looks like. I'm not sure how many of them are actually completed, but is this a game? I don't know. So the first thing we gotta do is try and find a good spot where we're not gonna be in anybody's way. So I don't know where that's gonna be. Hey, what is this thing? Alright, so flying back over here. Let's try and find a good spot to get a to start this build, and then I'll kind of explain what we're doing. I'm gonna need a good bit of space though, mostly flat space, so maybe over there? But I don't want to be too far. I could also build this underground. That could be the better way to go. Alright, so after scoping the whole area out a little bit, I think right around here is going to be the best place to put the game. And actually, most of it's going to be underground. I was considering building it above ground, but I do think doing like a little entrance and then just having stairs that go down to the game would probably be the better way to go. That way I'm not trying to design a whole facade and everything, kind of like these other games. But yeah, so I guess I'm going to mark it real quick. And then I'll kind of explain what's going on. So essentially, what I'm looking to do is basically a piston maze, but like a spooky version of that. So I kind of want it to be a maze that I don't know if I'm going to have it to where it changes every time you play, but I do want to have the ability to select difficulties, and I have an idea of how I want to do that. And then I also, it's going to be kind of interesting just the way you select your difficulties. But then I want it to have, mobs that attack you, and then the maze is basically invisible. So as you step on pressure plates, for example, when you step on this, a piston will come up out of the ground and it'll block whichever way you're going to go. But as soon as you step off the piston plate, the maze will disappear behind you. And essentially there'll be a whole bunch of pressure plates, just kind of like a pressure plate trail, but it just diverts and goes all kinds of crazy ways and everything like that. And but you can still see the entire maze, and it's all flat, and it's going to be dark. We're obviously not going to use stone. I think we're going to use polished black stone, because that's going to be hard to see in the dark. And yeah, the objective of the game is going to be basically rescuing an axolotl. So you'll go down there, and axolot will kind of spawn in a random part of the maze, and you'll have to run down there, have to locate that, and rescue the axolot, and then come back without dying. I believe that's kind of what I want to do. It's going to be kind of hard to... hopefully I did a good job explaining it, but I got most of the redstone design. It's going to be pretty simple, but the first thing we're going to have to do is get a ton of blackstone. So like I said, I'm going to mark... I already got this marked. I'm going to lay down a few chests, and then I'm going to start collecting some blackstone. Actually, we don't want to use that. We want to just use this stuff. Good throwaway wood. And then, yeah, once I get all that blackstone collected, we'll start the next step of this project.
This game is... There will be one flag on each side. It'll be in the dead middle on the far side of each side, and pretty much your goal is to slay Wilvis and myself out, and to capture our blue flag by breaking the banner, to run to your side to drop it in the hopper, and you win that match. And so pretty much how this is going to work is we're both going to flick on the ready lever, and whenever it says go...
Oh, go!
What do we do? Oh, we go up here.
Yeah, go here.
I thought we were like... I don't know what was going to happen.
Oh, snap!
Oh,
He hit me hard.
Oh, wow.
Oh! I'm dead. Respawn.
They're just hanging at their base. They're defending. They're not gonna. Oh, wait, they.
Oh, he got me. Dang it.
Oh, Wilbus has gone up on the top. Okay, Wilbus. I see you. I'm gonna go after Wilbus.
Oh, wow, those hit a lot harder than I thought.
Wait!
Uh-oh.
Ah. Oh.
I hit him. Got it.
Yeah, is it just 1 point wins or something?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He's too fast for me.
I got
How
their flag.
is this happening? You got their
I
flag?
got their flag. Can they not capture it if we have theirs?
No, they've got it already.
I've got it.
Where do I go? Oh,
To our base, to ours.
One for each side, or what?
let's go all through. I think it all converges in the middle anyway. Right?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I could just all go the shortest path.
So I'm gonna go. Ooh, well,
I got-
this.
I got Wilbus.
I'm heading towards flag.
We've got somebody Russian flag.
I got him. I'm getting the flag.
I've got it. I've got the flag. I'm gonna tell them then fix. Like, no!
Man, this.
Yes.
How do I get the flag back? I'm pretty sure I shot you twice. There we go. Alright, so yeah, hopefully you guys found that Capture the Flag game pretty entertaining. It was actually a lot of fun. I can't wait to play it again now that I kind of know a little more about what I'm doing and how the game works. But anyway, speaking of games, this is what we got so far of our game. This is kind of the idea. So yeah, all of this is working so far. So kind of as you step on the pressure plates, you know, kind of the maze would follow you around and everything like that. And I got some like little checkpoint things. I got an idea for that as well. But yeah, essentially that's kind of how the maze works. And that's kind of as far as I've gotten so far. I've used an absurd amount of pistons, as you can tell. So, and I still got a long ways to go. I think I want to extend it further that way as well. Because, I mean, it seems like it's wide enough, but it definitely doesn't feel like it's long enough. So, we'll go from there. But, yeah, as far as the maze goes, that part's pretty well figured out. I got to put in the little objective post or whatever where we got to retrieve the ocelots, or axolots, not the ocelots. And I kind of want several of them, actually. I don't want a bunch of them. I want it to be random every time, so you have to go to a different part of the maze every time you play. And then to add that challenge, so it's not the same place every time, and you have to go through the same part of the maze every time. So that would be a fun way of doing it, I think. This will kind of be the lobby. This will be where you select your difficulty. And I have a way of doing that as well. But yeah, basically I basically want 3 difficulties: easy, medium, hard, and then that's going to determine how many of them you're going to have to retrieve. So I'm guessing just easy would be 1, medium would be 2, and then hard would be, you have to get 3 of them. And what's going to make this game so challenging is this space up here. I think, I'm not entirely sure, but I think I'm going to put wardens up there, or at least 1, and then maybe more release based on however, like what your difficulty level is or whatever. Because basically I want, like as you're going through there, you're going to be making noise with the pistons. So, I mean, that's going to attract the warden. But then I also want that darkness effect to kind of get your blood pumping and everything like that. And once once he's on you, you got to try and panic and freak out on how you're going to get out of the maze and all that kind of stuff. And obviously complete your objective. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I'm still working on that component of it because I don't know how we'd reset the wardens for one. Like once they're released, how would we get them back to, their holding cells or whatever. And then also, I want a way to be able to kind of push the wardens away from you because, I mean, this is a lot of noise and they can smell you and everything like that. So it's going to be very difficult once they're on you to get them off of you. So there's that problem, and then there's a few other issues I got to work out. So hopefully between now and next episode, we'll have all that kind of worked out, and this game should be mostly functional by next time. So, and then the last thing I put in was a little elevator here that goes to the surface. I gotta. Ooh, that's the first time that's ever happened. I've never. There we go. Yep. It just takes you right to the surface, and I got to get the entrance to the game kind of figured out and everything, and then these won't be here. I'll have something else to stop it. But then Piston will send the elevator back down, and there you go. So, yeah, that's what we have so far. That's what I was able to complete in the time that I have for this. So, anyway, like I said, hopefully we will get this wrapped up by next episode. I'm going to definitely be grinding away at this really hard to get everything completed so we can have it all done by Halloween, because that's kind of the goal. I want something spooky. I want to have something done by Halloween, and I really want to have a kind of a solo game that you could play as well. So that's what I have. That's why I developed what I have so far. But anyway, yeah, that's all the time I have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed watching, and we'll see you next time.